time, good afternoon, how are we doing? Now guys, we are actually simulcasting, we're on Twitch and YouTube. I was going to do this last night, but when I was setting everything up, it felt like the system only wanted to go into one, not both. But obviously that's not the case, it's went into both. I can see that now as I've kicked us on live, which is lovely. So today I was actually just going to be doing what I normally do. As you guys will know with the streams, is I will build my lineups on Sorare data using all the facilities and all the features available over there with the lineup builder. And then I'll go back and I'll compare and contrast to what I've did at the beginning of the game week on my phone, running about from work or in the house or whatever it might be. Obviously situations have changed, things have developed, and I'm going to now be doing that like preamble around this kind of time-ish most game weeks. Okay, so it's not going to be much. We streamed very, very long last night. I'm not expecting the stream today to be anywhere near as long as that, because it is just me having a quick scan over the fixtures that are to come, what players I've got that I'm interested in, what teams I can get out. Now, part of the motivation also a little bit for this is that I know that I've got some Celtic players that are going to be in action, so we'll have a wee bit of fun with that. And then closer to the time, what I always do is as soon as the game week opens, I get in and I pick my first thought teams, and then I kind of know who I want to be aware of in the Twitter sphere and in the news realm of football. You know, who's suspended, who's injured, is someone been diagnosed with COVID, all that kind of thing. So this just helps me kind of earmark exactly who I'm interested in knowing about this game week, because especially when you do build your gallery up, it can be hard to keep track of absolutely fucking everyone who's injured, suspended, available, get a good fixture, bad fixture, whatever. So I'll just be doing that with you guys today. If I can see you joining us in the live chat and whatever, then say hello and I'll drop you a wee fist bump. If you are watching this on Twitch, please do follow, like, and I'm not really too sure how Twitch works, to be honest. Whatever's good to do for Twitch, please do it if you found us there. And if you're on YouTube, as usual, thanks for joining us. We won't be here very long. If you're watching any of this on any platform after we've been live, thank you very much for joining us, and I'll take you through the little preamble. So I'm not going to filter this to all matches. I'm just going to keep it to my matches. I'm interested in my cards, and I'm trying to earmark what fixtures look appealing and what fixtures, if I can, I want to exploit, because a lot of my cards and a lot of your cards are what we call fixture dependent. You know, you're not got, I don't suppose you've got an array of guys that are at Bayern and Ajax and all these kind of places, you know. So now the Jupiler Pro League, first of all, is COVID dangerous, so I'm not too sure. I'll probably be putting a big question mark right across that league as a whole, and I'm going to try and avoid using those guys unless absolutely essential, i.e. Van de Voort might go into just like a rare under 23 team, and I'll just cross my fingers and toes that he plays, maybe something like that. Liga, I've got my boys at Rennes. Who have I got at Rennes? I've got Sulemana, he's away at AFCON, so I don't think I have anyone at Rennes. I was thinking I don't have anyone anymore at PSG, but I've got Yusuf Badji, 1 of 100 at Brest. He'll be on the bench, I'm sure. Marseille v Lille is actually a really good game for Sorare users, because there's going to be a lot of cards, and I love these big kind of Sorare derbies because it does eliminate a lot of the fields. Now, granted, both these teams don't have a wide array of, you know, SO5 hitters. Sure, last season Lille were covered in guys like Botman and Yazici and Yilmaz. David's been great this year, don't get me wrong. But between them and Marseille, there's not, you know, many game busters that you expect to run away with it. But then playing each other, the game busters they have, maybe 1 or 2 of them show up, but there's definitely not going to be like 6 or something, you know. St. Truden and Krojic are reporting double-figure COVID cases amongst their playing and support staff. So St. Truden and Krojic are away to Ghent, and St. Truden are away to Bruges. So that could actually be 2 nice teams in Belgium if they were to get cancelled. I really hope the USG game goes ahead, Royal Union St. Gilloy. I hope that game goes ahead big time, so I can play Machida. Royal Antwerp, if that goes ahead, we've got Sam Vines in action. And if Genk can go ahead, we've got the Van de Voort. So U23 and for Sharon, of course, at Anderlecht. Monaco. Now, actually, I knew Nubel was going to have a great game at the weekend. I think I had a great fixture and he was very likely to get the clean sheet. He actually amazed me. He got a great all-round score of 20 plus. So with his clean sheet decisive action, he's managed to bring home 80 plus last game week, something like that. So being at home to Clermont, I think this could be a really great Nooble game week, finally. Been fucking waiting on it. Leon, who do I have at Leon? I think I'll get Denier and then Troy, maybe Artois, and maybe have a goalkeeper. I don't think he'll play, to be honest, but maybe. Any other good fixtures? So Leipzig away to Stuttgart. I think Leipzig are the favourites for that. Stuttgart are no mugs, but they're definitely underperforming on the pitch. And underperforming teams are dangerous because at some point they start performing and they actually start delivering on their promise. I do think Leipzig are so strong and so confident now, and it seems like a really good camp under Tedesco so far. So I'll be probably quite confident to back the Leipzig cards I have to play and do well. Frankfurt away to Augsburg should be a good game for Trapp as well. If he does concede, it shouldn't be more than one. Cologne away to Bayern, I'll probably be ignoring Hector. And then Max Arnold at home to Berlin. That could be a really good game for Max Arnold because Berlin are definitely open. Trippier and Newcastle are at home to Watford, so I might actually be playing Tripp, which is cool. Werner and Chelsea away to City. Robbo at home to Brentford. I think that's kind of my whack, really, isn't it? Eredivisie, anything else stand out is great for me. I don't think I've got much of an Eredivisie footprint, really, though, now. Serie A, I've definitely got a lot of action in Serie A. So Milan at home to Spezia. This could be a great game week for Tonali. Verona away to Sassuolo. I'm probably going to avoid Illich. And Illich is actually suspended. If you have an Ivan Illich, you get sent off in the last game. Do not forget that. Glad I reminded myself just now. And Juve at home at Udinese. Chiesa is reportedly out for the season, I'm told, via group chats and whatever. So you might see guys maybe like Kulusevski come back into the team a bit more. So that could be interesting. Friend of the channel, John Nellis, has got a super rare Kulusevski, so that's why that's in my head. Lungbuster is away to Adana Demirspor, which is Muric and Balotelli's team. So Lungbuster, I'll be playing him, but I'm not going to hold my breath on the clean sheet. Lungbuster, if he brings in between, I don't know, like 35 and 48, including XP bonus, I'll be content. Benfica at home to Amino, they should bash Ghana, and Sulemana at home to Gabon, might use that. And I don't think Taylor Harwood-Bellis will be in the Stoke team for the weekend, will he? I'm happy not to play Taylor Harwood-Bellis, it's just too risky. And if it backfires, it backfires. And then right at the end there, we'll get Celtic at home. Yes, Celtic at home at Hibs. All the Japanese boys, Celtic have been putting out training videos and stuff, so I'm way confident guys like Maeda are definitely going to appear in this game week, so I'm buzzing for that. So let's dive in. As I say, it's just a preamble, guys. I'm not going to be heavily analysing my teams. These are not going to be the final draft. This is the first draft of the teams. And now, like I said earlier, if you're just joining us, I'm going to just try and keep those guys in the front of my mind when I'm watching out for Twitter stuff who's suspended, diagnosed with COVID, game suspended, or game off, whatever. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at now it's not going to be terribly accurate as we're going to look at the prize pools. Now, what's not going to be accurate about this is the entrance. You know how many entries? There'll be a bunch of people that enter already, but when we do the streams on Thursdays, it's at the 11th hour. It's the next best possible top point. Sloth DK, thank you very much for following us on Twitch. So thank you. Very much appreciated. I think I can see the chat on... Joshy Forth, stream chat. Read only. Missed a notification. So I've got two... Oh, nice. Okay, so I've got two kind of feeds, Josh. So I don't know if you're coming... It's weird. But you're the... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Something for me to think about. So what's not going to be accurate is the head count. Okay, now the head count will play a part in some of my... You know, how I appropriate my assets and how I deploy people. Sorry, 2 seconds. There's somebody at my door, guys. I don't normally get visitors. 2 secs. Thanks for your patience, guys. We're back. Somebody looking for the last tenant again. Happened a few times now. So where were we? Play page. Yeah. So I'm not gonna. Oh, so what my priority becomes at this stage, and it's a nice kind of exercise for anyone to do, and I encourage it because you want to have as many neutral interpretations of the game week as you can possibly get. Now, at the moment, we will not be poisoned off. We will not be influenced by headcount because headcount is a very dangerous metric to actually, use to guide you, because as we're seeing with all the amazing content that's coming out, the Sorare Data channel, make sure you follow that on YouTube and all the other places, podcasts and whatever. The head count, and we've been saying this forever on the channel, it's not breaking news, but the head count is not a great reflection on competition strength, so we're not going to be poisoned by that today, which is great. I'm just going to see prizes and I can visualize what could I go for, what could I aim for. All-Star Pro is where I kind of live and breathe. Now, there's only actually 70 cards getting paid out in there. U23 Pro is getting 25. Champ Euro Pro 40. So I'm definitely, I'm definitely looking at All-Star Pro as being my coup de grace, my main team. Okay, so we set all our training lineups. I finished the other 20 off camera. You'll be pleased to know. And it was just all the kind of DNP merchants and the guys that aren't featuring and whatever. So Quinn, are you streaming on Twitch as well? Yes, I am. Josh Abo. And I can see a minute ago, Josh, thank you very much for following us on Twitch. Thank you very much. So this was meant to be a Twitch only thing, but I cannot turn off YouTube because blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. So we're doing it on both today. So my best goalkeeper, I think I'm kind of leaning towards Nubel a little bit. I like Trapp as well, but he's away from home. And I always, especially with goalkeepers, always like to try and pick the home fixture if at all possible. So we're going to go with Nubel as our best goalkeeper. He's going to go into the pro lineup. Now, I'd love to get Machida into this squad. But again, just with the Belgians, just how that's looking, I don't know if I want to, go with that. I've got Trippier. Trippier home at Watford, and that's a 6-pointer. And he could get decisive. That's the thing with Trippier that we love, is he's whipping in crosses, especially at Newcastle now. It feels like he's almost going to be the Beckham of the team. He's on everything, free kicks and corners and all the rest of it. So I don't really know how I feel about defence, if I'm wanting to pick a super rare back here, or if I want to leave a super rare field open for further up the pitch. So I've got plenty of options here that I can get behind, right? So I'm just going to move past defence now and look at midfield. So I've got Wirtz away to Gladbach, the bogey team of Bayern Munich. I'll leave this on. For this, I've got Tonali in a beast fixture at home to Spezia. I was really excited about. I've got Yosuke Deguchi, of course. Ivan Illich is suspended. Okay, so I'm quite excited about playing Tonali. But where do I play Tonali? I'm probably not going to have a serious U23 effort out. So it kind of then is, will he be a champ guy or will he be a global guy? And then up front, the sort of options I'm looking at, I've got Darwin, I've got Super Rare Rio, I've got Andre Silva, I've got Kyogo. I think Yakimakis might get minutes against Hibs, by the way. But I don't think I would want to be putting him into a serious team just because it is a bit sketchy. And what I'm thinking is, just because Kyogo and Jota have been off injured, Yakimakis is returning from injury, there's new transfers in, etc., blah, blah, blah. So it might be a good chance for the manager to start him, give him 60, and then bring Kyogo, Maeda, somebody on for him, because we now have options in attack, which is lovely. So I think Darwin... So I'm not going to be playing U23, right? So I think Darwin is probably my best looking striker, because again, I know he got 24 in the last game, but he doesn't need 90 minutes against these teams, and the fact he didn't start the last game normally points towards the fact he'll play the next one. So I'm quite happy to run with him there. So I've got a super rare forward, so it's now just really Tonali or Trippier, really. I'm probably going to go with Trippier because, again, Watford are... Right, so he's not going to get the clean sheet, right? How many... I think there's a defender here who would get a clean sheet. So the Belgian guys, I'm not going to bank on them just yet because it is so sketchy. Away to Union for Hoffenheim could be a good fixture. Liverpool at home is a good fixture. Teo at home is a very good fixture. Guardiola's got a good fixture. So does Angelino potentially. It's actually quite tough. I think my best defenders, I'm really drawn to Teo Hernandez as being my best player this game week, to be honest with you. Likely to get a clean sheet and decisive capable. So I think I go with that. Now it does that then kind of pulls me a wee bit towards Tonali. But who is my best midfielder? I think Kamada's away from home, so even though he's decisive capable, Augsburg are resolute defensively. It's not an open game. Max Arnold is not going to let me down really, but it's just a case of does he show up? And there's a question mark on that, you know. Tyler Adams is good for the AA at the moment. Kamal Suleiman could be good. I keep fucking his name up. I'm really sorry. Kamal Suleimana. I'm pretty sure his full name's Kamaldeen, and that's why I keep doing it. Sorry, but Suleimana. I've got Ideguchi. I've got Kyogo. I've got so my best midfielder. I'm not going to play for Sharon, and Cham's not looking like playing. Hector. Yeah, I think it's between Arnold and Tonali, really, isn't it? And I think both are definitely. I might even just pick both of them because I think if it's between the two of them, then that's what to do. So I'll go with Tonali because it's got a good fixture. Should play over 60 minutes. And then my best rare, I've got Sane. Works against some of these guys. Maeda can easily be used elsewhere without much consideration. Andre Silva. I think I might want to keep him for champ. Kyogo. So yeah, with the Celtic guys, I'm just really not sure who will play. So I don't want to put them in my global team. I'm going to make a challenger team with them, I think. Augsburg are down towards the bottom of the league, but the thing about Augsburg is that they're not getting spanked. Last I checked anyway. Let me just check it out. I don't need to do it on my phone. Cupboard habits, guys, they die hard. Let's go check out Augsburg. And let's say the Augsburg game is a 6-pointer. Well aware of that. Because Frankfurt are fighting up towards the top. They're looking to break into Europe. But yeah, Augsburg, 29 conceded in 18. And when we look over the results... Oh, the last game that was 3-1. But yeah, I said they've been quite, up until that point, kind of tight. It's not... Yeah, 4-1 win. They're not absolute mugs, I think if they lose big, kind of thing. But I watched Frankfurt were really good against Dortmund. And the thing with Dortmund, of course, is you can catch them on transition. In Augsburg, you're not going to have quite that opportunity. So that's another detail for me to think about. So it does become quite difficult to pick my next best one. I think it would be Andre Silva, really, in all fairness, without bias, because I think he is definitely going to score. And that gets him 60 points guaranteed, really, doesn't it? Whereas everything else is a bit of a question mark. So let's go with Andre Silva. And I think we'll captain Teo, just because he's shown to be quite 100 capable. And at home at Spezia, I would hope that AC Milan run ragged over them. So under 23s, I know I've not got much of a goalkeeper situation, because I'm going to skate past that now. Champion Euro Pro is where my... Oh. So I've only got... Oh, yeah. I trapped it there, I don't know why. So I've got Trap. I can put Trap in here. And then in terms of defence, do I look at Trippier maybe for this team? I think that could work. I could even just throw this team out as, like, put the Renato super rare in. Because he probably will play, and it's a game that he might do. Yeah, I think I might just... I'm not going to really hold my breath over this team if it goes out the way I'm kind of lining it up. Sane was off with COVID, so I want to hear more about that. Werner's back in action, so I can play Werner, but I'm not expecting him to do well against City, to be quite honest with you. And then somebody spare who could, like, hold form with the rest of these guys potentially. Could be like Kamada, because he could just get decisive. And I've got Max Arnold. I think I want to keep Arnold for probably a global team or something at this rate. I've got Tyler Adams there as well, I suppose, but I'm going to go with Kamada because he can just go get a decisive and bring in the 60. So I'll leave that there now. And as I say, guys, these are not going to... This is the first draft team. This is just my first thoughts as I'm glancing by. The volume a bit low for you, Will, sorry. I've been moving about, so sorry. Sometimes I am just talking a bit quieter and whatever, so sorry for that. I'm just catching up with you guys. Sorry, chat's active today. High five, good to see you, my man. Jane Orr, don't catch many of the live streams. Thank you very much. Jane Orr, thanks for joining us. Lovely message, thank you very much. Sea Monster, SR, good to see you, my man. I had a brain freeze. My Mandy card will score for Algeria, not Villarreal, which is shown on the games. Oh no, you mentioned Mandy in the stream last night, didn't you? Oh, absolutely killer. I'm gonna have to set up a Twitch account. Chrissy Quirk, good to see you, my man. Oh, I'll have a look at the special weekly, Chrissy. I've not even gandered at that yet. African Cup of Nations now. I've only got Sulemana. I won't be, unfortunately. Got the goalkeeper breakdown for the special. Okoye, Fabianski, Onana. Augsburg are battling relegation. Okoye, certainly most common. Augsburg third from bottom. Hoping the Pep. Yeah. Pepe needs to score the goals for him. But that's what I mean. Like, they're not a lost cause, because I looked into them when Pepe signed, and people are like, oh, what an awful transfer for Pepe's, you know, what a crap team for him to go to and all that. But I just don't see it. They're not a dead cause as far as I'm concerned. Oh, Jesus. Just notice I've got a lot of direct offers. Oh, somebody offered me a unique. I'll show you this. I'll just, oh, they cancelled it as well. Is this guy even worth having? A defender? Sort of playing. This guy win him? Yeah, he did. It's the first time I've ever been offered a unique. Do you know that? New year. New year, new me, man. I'm getting offered uniques, man. I wouldn't have expected that deal anyway. Slovic, Legit, and Thomas Hassel. Get the fuck. I think the All-Star is definitely my most serious team. Now, Challenger's actually going to be pretty serious for me as well, because Lungbuster's going to be in goal. Now, we're not going to hold our breath, long pun intended, on the clean sheet, but we're expecting, you know, between 35 and 48, including multiplier from Lungbuster here. Now, defence that, wow, I don't have any non-Belgian defenders, so that means if Belgium is going to be going ahead, I'm probably looking at Koke, haven't I? Let's come back to defence, because I've got Super Rare Ideguchi that I'm definitely picking in this team. I've got Rare Maeda that I'm definitely picking in this team. And then it's a flip of the coin, really, between Rio, SR Rare, Kyogo Rare, or Super Rare Yakimakis to fill the Celtic kind of little team out. So I think I could probably just click all the new boys, because I think they won't all feature. Will they all go straight into the team, though, is the question from the start, because I think Ideguchi starts. I think there's a really good chance Maeda starts. But then between Kyogo, Hatate, I think I'm actually just going to pick Yakimakis, because my wee gut is, and I'll change it. This is just the first draft of the team, right? But I've got a wee feeling Yakimakis might start. And then, so I'd be picking a rare defender, wouldn't I? So I've got Koke, who I could still pick as a rare. I've got Yedlin actually in Turkey, but he's been DNPing, so that's a bit dodgy. I've got Jack Hendry that could keep up the Celtic theme. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Rather than, yeah, let's pick Jack. Oh no, Jack's likely to be off, in fact. Scratch that. We'll go with Koke. And then we'll captain Maeda. Lovely. Little Celtic stack getting a debut. Now, I'd love to have Kyogo in this team. And in my under 23 pro team, I'll probably be picking the super rare. Actually, I think that's what I will do, yeah. So I'm going to put Pandur here, because he's covering for Montipo, who's got COVID. So if I didn't play him in the last game week, so I'm hoping this, him being out, maybe we just get one more game. OTD streams, Gaza 2186, Hudsomnia, and Joshua Forth, and Sloth DK. Thank you all very much for the little Twitch follows, means a lot. So who could I play in defense? Actually, I don't want to pick this team just yet, because I want to. Oh, shit. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Yo, had to go to the backup camera. I think I thought I had enough battery in that thing, but it's kicked out. The really big bad boy camera. So I'll give that a wee second and power it back up. Sorry guys, thanks for bearing with me. The camera needs a quid in the battery meter. Yeah, well I need to. So I got a really good camera, but I need to get like, it's not a battery, but it's a plug that goes into the battery slot kind of thing. It's been manana, and I can have it just plugged into the charger thing, which I was doing last night because the camera didn't kick out. But I think you know, it must have used more power than the charger was collecting. Subsequently, the battery was low. I did charge it for a wee bit this morning, but hey ho. Here we go. So I've got a lovely little Celtic stack lined up. Just have a quick glance at that in case you missed it. But yeah, so we're going with Ideguchi, Maeda, and Yakimakis. And Yakimakis, closer to the time, I can drop him for a number of people. I can make a lot of different adjustments to this team. But Maeda and Ideguchi is definitely going to be the backbone. I don't think there's any two ways about that. And then I'm going to pick my global all-star team because that's the next most important team to me now. I need a goalkeeper that's definitely going to be playing to go get me that ETH. And I'm not sure I've got any actually. Now that I've put Longbuster where I've put him. Oh, So I am going to have to pick either Common Pow. Where is Common Pow? How's he been playing? Common Pow, who will definitely play. I'm just going to play Common Pow. First time in a while, man, we're picking a common goalkeeper. So I need to stack this team out with some decent operators, you know. I might throw Robbo in here. I'm going to put Angelino because he'll definitely play. The only thing I'm worried about Robbo is there's just rotation risk with some of these Liverpool players because of the amount of games they've got. Even though it's an easy fixture, they should win. But that Sismikas has been very impressive. A lot of people are writing him up as a good guy at the team and all that, you know. So we don't have many other forward options. I think I'd maybe throw in. I've got Sane. I don't know if Sane's going to be playing or not. So I think I'd probably just throw in my rare Rio because I think he'll definitely feature. Same with Ideguchi as well, rare. So where is he? Ideguchi rare. There he is. I've also got Weston, Tyler. I could maybe just Kyogo. I think I might pick Weston McKennie at home at Udinese is a good game. Who's the other option again? Robbo. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with McKennie. It's a big multiplier as well. And I guess we'll captain Arnold since he's at home. I just needs to go get me the 205. I hope I can do it. So now I've just got dodgy keepers left. Okay, so under 23 Pro, if we're going to go dodgy, we're going to have to put some sort of decent effort at it. So we're putting Pandur in goals. I would be picking, I think, Guardiola for defence. Midfield, I've got Wirtz. I've got Wirtz. Up front, I've still got super rare Rio. I could just throw him in here for that super rare knockout. And then at the moment, I've got Koke, but Koke might be swapped for Yakimakis, who couldn't fit in here. I don't have any update. No. So I'll be going in single super rare with a maybe DNP goalkeeper with Guardiola. And Wirtz I'm not too worried about, but Guardiola I definitely want to be making the most of this game week. So I don't think I'm going to be doing much outside of the teams I've picked now. So I think, what have I got? So my best all-star, Tio, Sandro, Darwin, Silva. Yeah, cool. That's a killer team. Newble at home. Really happy with that team. I'll be quite surprised if I change that. This team is kind of cack, you know, but I could make it better. So let's see, my best mid. My best mid. Is it Wirtz? Is it Max Arnold, maybe? Do you know what? If Renato plays, I think that's good, but I think it's like Kamada and Werner I'm going to like deal with and upgrade. So Kamada doesn't need to be a midfielder. I could put Guardiola up here, which I think I might do. So I've got Guardiola. Who else might I want? I've got Max Arnold, who I might want in this team. I've got Angelino. Angelino, I'm actually quite happy with where he's at because he might not do that great, and just Bashanif could be okay for him this week. But definitely Guardiola. He's just 80 capable, so I want him in. Double defence. Trippier, the super rare that can hopefully get a decisive. Same with Renato. And then up front is Werner, who I really want to place. Between Werner and Sané, really, isn't it? It really makes this team quite feeble, I feel. So it then makes me think, I might have a wee gander in the SR pool. All-Star. 20 cards. There's a star at the top. Do you know what? Let's have a wee... So what goalkeeper would I be putting in there? It would be Trap, wouldn't it? So let's bin the Champ Euro Pro team. And let's go All-Star Super Rare. Trap and goals. Trippier at the back. Renato in midfield. Darwin. I've got Rio. I could put Rio in this team as well. Yep. And then I'm relying on a Belgian to fill the team out. If it was Koke or Sam Vines. Yep. Koke or Sam Vines, really. Or subsequently, if I've shifted things around, I could bring Yakimakis up here if I think he still might feature, which I think he will. I'll put Koke Machida in here. This kid's dude fucking nothing. It could be amazing. Just for sentimental value, I'm going to captain Rio. And I think this is a better chance than a Euro D3 for me, really, to be honest. So we'll throw that out there. And then what I'm going to do is, yeah, I think I'm just going to make this all-star team as OP as I possibly can. So I've still not used Guardiola, have I? I can't use him anywhere other than U23 Pro, and I've just swapped some super rares up. So we'll go U23 Rare. Now, I'll put Van der Voort in case that game does go ahead, but if it doesn't look like it, I'll throw in the Pandur. I'll investigate Pandur's situation as well, of course. We've got Josko, Wirtz, and then who do I have up front? I think I might even just switch to Hatate over here. Yep, I will. And then my final spot, I'm going to be... Chris Richards has got a meaty bonus on him. For sure, and I want to avoid Weston McKennie. I'll leave him where he is. Tyler Adams could be good in this. Because he's got the AA potential. And he just needs to get a cheeky assist, you know, to switch him up. I think he'll play. Sulemana, like Anna, let's just do it. Let's put Sulemana in. This is a sexy team, eh? And who would be captain? I think I'm going to captain Guardiola because I just think he's safe as houses. Okay, cool. Then we're going to edit this guy. So it's Common Pow, Angelino, Max Arnold, and then Werner. Now I'm quite happy with this as a Neef Buster. Could I throw a Champ Euro scattergun with a Pandur, maybe? Pandur. And then I'd have like Robbo or Richards. And I've got Kamada. I've Got Sane, or Cherokee basically, so say Sane. Yes, I could have another okay team flying about. This is kind of like my first line of reserves, almost. You can maybe think of it as. Tyler Adams. Yeah, sure. It's not that great. Sane could be incredible, of course, in any game week. But yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think it would be less of the Crockett players and more if it gets called off. Is it Ghent? Yeah. Cameron needs a yeah, sorry. Just catching up. There we go. Sorted. Magic. Oh. I don't know why it's done that. Grr. Wait. So it. Are rewards out yet? We can do that certainly. So I think that's limiteds. Let's have a wee peek at the limiteds. Okay, so All-Star. We'll just start there and see what goalkeepers I've got and that kind of thing. So many goalkeepers I've got. Lungbuster, and that'll be it. Okay, so it'll be a global team. Lung, Rio at the back. I could play. Yeah, it's going to be Rio at the back. Nice. Manquelo's got a fixture. Elvis has got a fixture. It's just all the rookies, isn't it? Yeah. I think Manquelo's the best pick here. Dzeko, I've got a bunch of Maidas. Where's the one with the biggest multiplier? Maida goes in. And then my spare could be Dzeko, could be Lautaro. I'm going to pick Lautaro because he's just... Yeah, I'm going to pick Lautaro. And we'll captain Maida. That's a nice limited team, eh? I hope that wins something. Finally start to feel the limited competition for me starting to come to the fore. So that's basically going to be me, guys. Thanks very much for joining us on what was meant to be a little Twitch beta tester stream type of thing. I'll check one more time before we leave if the rewards are out or not. I don't think they are. No, they're not. So watch out for the YouTube shorts. I'll be doing my screen record thingy for the reward I pulled. It looks like we've left the game week. I'll just show you before we leave, but just to confirm. But I think yes, we did just about get over the line with a tier 3 rare thanks to this group of legends. So Andre Silva with a prolific debut. Guardiola, is that the first card he's won? He's had some good scores. No, look at Guardiola. The short time he's been at the club, he's already made an impact. 5 contributions. What's All Black done? I don't do this enough. I love doing it, but if All Black is up to his 17th card. Wow. Not all that's for me, but is it? Yeah, 1 with You Never Walk Alone, 1 with Bob, 2 with Bob. And the first thing he won for me, All Black, was finished first. What a debut. What a card, man. I didn't realise that. That's quality. Teo, how much has he won me? Not as much. But he's coming into form now. Kamada's been prolific for the club, I think, and especially in U23s last season, he was decent. No, actually, not that. But again, he was in the team that won, so that's probably quite memorable. And he's just consistent. He's just always about the club, always contributing. So he's been a good card. And then Andre Silva, debut for the team, and he's already got a win in history, so that's nice. Sorted. Wish me luck, guys, with the tier 3. I hope it's a goodie. Actually, we'll have a wee peek and see what it could be. That feels like something we could do for 2 secs. Champion Euro, and it was the rare division, wasn't it? And it's a tier 3 rare. We're going to be mid-tier. Let's see. Ish, you know. Anyone about here grab the eye from me? Thomas Alarcon, I've got a limited of. That wouldn't be a surprise if I win him again. Let's see. I'm moving kind of up from below halfway. Let's see if I can see anybody I'd be interested in. Santa Maria, I'd accept him for a tier 3 rare. Budimir, I suppose I've got unlimited of him. That could happen. Anthony Catchy. I'd actually quite like a Catchy. 24. He's on the game as well. TT Catchy. Wouldn't mind a wee catchy for sentimental value. It's a Frog's Find, I'm pretty sure, from back in the day. Renato Tapia, I would definitely take him from tier 3. Posh would be okay. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain would be decent value-wise, I'm sure. Boyata would fit the gallery. Ex-Celtic. Arna Meyer would be welcome from the tier 3 pool, of course. So would Trigueros and Carlos Elena and Pablo Maffeo. Yeah, this kind of mid-range where I'm at now is definitely fun. Cyprian, Estupian, yeah. Samaseku, yep. And I think that's probably about as high as we could expect to get. Ishmael Jacobs is a name I know. Chimmy Avia. I don't think I'd get any higher than that. Wish me luck, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. Enjoy the midweek. I know there's not much on. Keep your eyes peeled for content. And please, guys, all the support, likes and shares and retweets. You've got no idea the currency of the internet. I am very grateful for every bit of it you give to me. So thank you very much. And I will see you all very soon. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.